Okay, we're now live on YouTube. I'm now putting up the paperwork on, come on, that's wrong. On Miss Gonzalez. Can I get Catherine Gonzalez in front of the screen, please? Gail, it's Les Law. I have no idea who Les Law is, and I don't have him on my docket
That's
as
Leslie
is it
Scanowitz?
Scanwich?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, Les. Good morning, Les.
Oh, good morning. I'm here.
Les Law, really? Okay. Uh, do you have an offer in your case?
I do. So it's gonna be.
Okay.
I thought it
We're
was a
going to
J
put you in a
star.
breakout room to wait until we get a breakout room open to put you in. Okay.
Okay.
That'll be
Is it?
breakout room. What is that going to be,
Eight.
Debbie?
Is it?
8.
So is there a little bit of a lineup?
A little bit, but not much. We'll get to you. All right.
Okay. Oh, no. I want trying to anticipate.
I'm
Doing
sorry.
something.
This is
Doing
jail
something
court. You
else.
can't anticipate anything. I can't anticipate, ever getting out of this jail court either. I'll be here
Okay.
forever. It's
All
like the
right.
episode of the Twilight Zone. Okay. Then Miss uh Gonzalez, can you raise your hand for me? Right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
The bench
You're
is
muted.
muted, Your Honor. Yeah.
Tell the deputy that your camera is muted. Call the deputy over.
I swear.
Okay, good. Thank you. Put your hand down. All right. Now I am going to share my screen with you. Okay. Do you see the screen, man?
Yes, sir, I do.
Is your name Catherine Gonzalez?
Yes, it is.
Are you the same Catherine Gonzalez who in this cause number 722-832 who's charged with the offense of assault causing bodily injury? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
This is a Class A misdemeanor. It's possible in your case you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now on my screen at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video, and you've signed it. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We do not have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking on my screen at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it, and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, I did.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, he did.
And do you understand it?
Yes, I do.
Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, I am.
I'm now looking at a document on my screen that's entitled Trial Court Certification on Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you've signed this document as well. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal in the future. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
So then, to the offense of assault causing bodily injury, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty? Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea
No, sir, not at all.
besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you? Has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
You're doing this plea of your own free will.
On free will. Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite the plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court cost, 23 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain, Mr. Stason?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you agree to this, Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, sir, I do.
Then, Ms. Gonzalez, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I send you to a $0 fine plus court costs, 23 days in the Bexar County Jail. I give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Mr. Stason?
Yes, Your Honor.
If this is the only case holding you, ma'am, then you should be released sometime today, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
to you. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Stason, thank you. Happy New Year, and you can be excused. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Okay, so then, what do we got next?
That's it. Everyone's in breakout rooms.
Okay.
May I speak with Leslie before we do the plea on for his client?
Yes, I can put him in breakout room 6. Do you want to move there?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I don't.
The only attorney we're missing is Brenda Levenstein, and she's done her paperwork. I tried to contact her, but no answer.
Brenda's always a little bit late to these things.
Okay.
Hopefully she'll show. I think Michael White has his paperwork on Axelrod done already. I'm just wondering what's going on with him. Okay.
I'll go check, Judge. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Let's
Okay.
he'll if we have someone else that's ready, because it's gonna be painful with him.
Okay.
But if no one else is ready, then I guess we can.
Axelrod is ready, Judge.
Axelrod and Acuna is ready, whenever you're ready.
Okay, let's do Mr. Swart's case first. Acuna?
Yes, Judge. It's going to be a probation on both cases.
Oh, man. Okay. Let me make sure I have Acuna.
Yes, sir.
I only have one set of paperwork on Mr. Acuna on my screen. Okay, I got both sets. Never mind. And they're both assaults, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, I think Valverde got knocked off again.
Okay. She's back. I see her on my screen now.
Oh, I see her. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Acuna, can you raise your right hand for me?
Sir.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down, Mr. Acuna. All right, Mr. Acuna, I'm about to share my screen with you. Do you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Alvino Acuna?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Alvino Acuna who in cause number 722477, who is charged with the offense of assault causing bodily injury in that case?
Yes, sir.
Are you also the same Alvino Acuna who in cause number 72476, who in that case is also charged with assault causing bodily injury in that case?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Both of these cases are Class A misdemeanors. It's possible in each one of these cases that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible in each case anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in both of these cases?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you have filed in both of your cases. You have signed it in both of your cases. And when you signed these documents, what you did was you told me that it was okay to do this by video, and we didn't have to do it in open court in both these cases. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document on my screen entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. You have filed this document in both cases, and you have signed it in both cases, and your attorney has signed it in both cases. Did you go over these documents with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did your attorney explain these cases to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. Okay, are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking on my screen at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you have signed this and filed these documents in both cases and signed them in both cases. And when you signed these documents, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow the plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
So then, in cause number 722477 to the offense of assault causing bodily injury, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And then in cause number 722476, and that cause number to the offense of assault causing bodily injury, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And you understand that on pleas of no contest, the court can still find you guilty.
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargains that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
Are you entering these pleas of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
All right. First of all, in the cause number 4, well, if the plea bargain is the same, they can be recited once. If it's different, then let me know. Well, what about cause number 422477?
They are the same.
Okay.
The agreement is for $500 fine, court costs 12 months in the Bexar County Jail, probated for 1 year, an anger management course, psych evaluation.
Hold on.
and
Anger management,
follow-
psych eval,
and
and
follow the recommendations, a no contact order with Roxanne, spelled ROXANNE, Ibarra, spelled YBARRA, and an affirmative finding of family violence in both cases, time and money in both cases to run concurrent.
it's a probation case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, when you do probation cases, you don't run the time, money and times concurrent. Okay. We can do is do a 0 fine in each case, or I can do fully probated fines. Which one would you rather do, Ms. Mitchell?
We can fully probate the fine.
Okay. So then, is that okay with you, Mr. Swerk?
Yes, Judge.
Then, Mr. Swerk, the court on your client, and you agree to this, Mr. Acuna, in both cases?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Acuna, in cause number 422477, which is the case I have on my screen right now, the court haven't heard you plead no contest. In that case, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a fully probated $500 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 5 months in the Bexar County Jail. However, I suspend that sentence and I place you on probation for 1 year. There are no community service hours in this case. and that's be in order that you do an anger management class. Clicking on that. A psych valve. I don't see a psych valve on here. I may have to type that in.
I go to Central Med every month.
Psych valve. And follow the recommendations, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, affirmative finding the family violence. And no contact with R. Ivada. Okay, I've done one set of this paperwork. I now need to do the other, so hold on 1 second while I find his other one. Okay, and the other cause number 722-476, the court having heard you plead no contest. In that case, the court on that plea finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to 5 months in the Bexar County Jail. However, I suspend that sentence. Place you oh, wait a minute, that's wrong. I sentence you to a fully probated $500 fine. Oh boy. No, that's not working either. Let's try it again. Fully probated $500 fine. I sentence you to 5 months in the Bexar County Jail. However, I suspend it and place you on probation for 1 year. I make it a condition of probation that you do an anger management program. I make it affirmative finding of family violence. You have no contact with R. Ivada. And I'm putting on here, I've already typed in the other one, but I'll do it again. Psych. Oh, come on, Paul. Eval. And follow the recommendations. I'm not spelling psych right. I just can't do it this morning. But I guess someone will figure that out. Now, he's going to have to be held. Deputy Gill?
Yes,
Can you hold him so you can talk to Alex Valverde?
already arranged.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, then I think I've done everything I need to do on that, Mr. Swerk.
Perfect.
You can be excused. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Judge. You as well.
Take care.
Someone will be there in a minute.
Judge, can I talk to my client real quick again? It's Jaren Sanchez in a breakout room. We've got the plea ready, but there's one issue I need to talk about.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
If you could do that. Debbie, can you do that?
Yes, let me see.
It's Suzanne asking for Jaren Sanchez.
Okay, let me check which breakout room real quick.
They're all occupied right now.
Okay. Mr. White is
yeah.
ready on this plea. If we take Mr. White's client out, will that breakout room open?
Hey,
No, we have Martinez in one.
That's okay,
Okay.
Judge. This is all I've got. I'm good.
Okay. Well, how about Noah Axelrod then?
Mr. Axelrod.
Is Debbie around? You gotta talk to her.
I am. I'm trying to, let's see, I'm gonna go in 5.
Go in the same breakout room with Martinez. And I'll meet you there.
Okay, well, let me put you back in 1. Okay.
Or, and just so I can talk to
That's
you about
okay.
what's going.
Just
What's
go back
going
in
on?
1 and I'll join y'all in 1.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Axelrod, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Axelrod. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay, Mr. Axelrod, and let me ask the prosecutor this: which cases is Mr. Axelrod pleading on, and which will be in TIC, Ms. Mitchell?
The cause number 719-387 and cause number 721716 are being pled to, and
And then the other two, 88 and 15, are being TIC, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm not sure what the impersonating the security person, is that an A or a B?
It's an A.
And the other case is a theft, is that a B?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then let me find the 87 case on my screen. There's 16, there's 88, here's 87. All right. Okay. Mr. Axelrod, do you see the screen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your name Noah Axelrod?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Noah Axelrod who in cause number 719-387 who's charged with the offense of impersonation of a security officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
This case is a Class A misdemeanor. I'm going to correct this to show that it's a Class A misdemeanor. And for a Class A misdemeanor, it's possible in your case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 up to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you also the same Noah Axelrod who in cause number 721-716, who in that case is charged with theft of something having a value between $100 and $750? Is that you in that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
That case is a Class B misdemeanor. And for a Class B misdemeanor, in that case, you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 up to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
In all of these cases, you have filed documents entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video, and you have signed this document in both of these cases. And basically, when you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court in these cases. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm now looking at a document on my screen entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have filed this document in both cases, and you have signed it in both cases, and so has your attorney. Did you go over these documents with your attorney in these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your attorney explain these documents to you?
Correct.
And do you understand them?
Absolutely.
Are you a citizen of this country, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document on my screen entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you have filed this document in both cases. You have signed it in both cases. And when you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me in these cases, if you follow the plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So then, to the offense, in cause number 719-387, to the offense of impersonation of a security officer, how do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
We plead no contest.
And in cause number 721-716, where you charge with theft as a Class B misdemeanor, in that case, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay. And do you understand that on pleas of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
I understand.
Has anybody forced you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargains that your lawyer got for you, besides that, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter these pleas?
No.
Are you entering your pleas of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there a plea bargain in these cases? If it's the same, I can ask the state to recite it, or if it needs to be done separately, let me know.
It's for a different amount of days. Do you want me to do them separate?
What's his name?
Okay. If they're generally the same amount of days, I'll just round it off to the lowest common denominator. What are the days, please?
33 and then 5.
Okay. Which is the 5?
The 5 is a theft case.
Okay. So let's do right now. I'm on the 87 case. So on the security case, what's the plea bargain in that case?
A $0 fine, court cost, 33 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
Okay, and in the other case, what is the plea bargain?
It is for a $0 fine, court cost, 5 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
And then there are 2 other cases that are being TIC'd.
Yes, Your Honor.
And could you recite those, please?
Cause number 719388 will be taken into consideration, as well as cause number 721715.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in these cases, Mr. White?
It is, Your Honor.
And do you agree to this, Mr. Axelrod?
I agree.
Then Mr. Axelrod, and cause number 719387, the court having heard you plead no contest in that case, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 33 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent, judgment satisfied. Taken into consideration will be cause number 719388. And we make sure I got this right. Yeah, and 721715. That means those 2 cases will be dismissed and returned for your pleas in these 2 cases. Okay, I've done one of your cases. Now I got to pull up the other one. And let me see. The other case that's taking the plea is 16. Okay. So hold on, let me. Okay, then in cause number 721716, where you charge with theft as a Class B misdemeanor, in that case, the court having heard you plead no contest on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I'll follow the plea bargain. I sent you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sent you to 5 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run current, judgment satisfied. I've already recited in the other case. The case is being taken into consideration. So I'm not going to type it up again. I'll ask the DA to please make sure I get those dismissals in my inbox before the end of the Zoom meeting today. All right. If these are the only cases holding you, sir, you should be released sometime today. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Happy New Year.
Mr. White, you can be excused. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year to both of you.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
You go to wherever you want. Yeah.
Okay, let me see. I got one motion to dismiss on Mr. Axelrod on 88 on my screen. I don't see another one though. I don't see the other one that needs to be there.
I'm filling it up right now.
Okay.
It'll be there in just a
That's
second.
good. All right, and I'll get to it at the end of the meeting. So who do we have next then?
Richard Garcia.
Richard Garcia on
Judge, just
yes.
FYI, Ms. Casillas doesn't want to be on deferred adjudication. She wants to be time served, JSAT. She got 26 days. The DA wants her to be on deferred adjudication.
Okay. I'm willing to do what's the reasoning for the deferred, Miss Mitchell? Why would you want to put someone on deferred that doesn't want to be on deferred? They will just go out and immediately violate the conditions anyway. What's your reasoning? You're
My
muted.
apologies.
Look, will it break your heart if I just do time served on this one, or is it going to get you in trouble if I do that? That's what I want to know.
I'm sorry. I was just trying. If I don't make the offers, I was trying to look up what the offer, who made the offer, and why.
The offer was made, Judge, because she has, I don't think she has any prior record, and it was against her aunt, and it was only a 10-month deferred adjudication, and she no longer lives with her aunt, and so.
Well, it's obviously in her best interest to take the deferred if she's the type of person that can do probation. But if she can't, then doing time served is a better deal for her, obviously. But and I'm sure you conferred with her and told her what the ramifications of both choices.
Yes, Judge, and so, for instance, she has children.
You're frozen, Richard. I'm sorry, and none of that came through. You're completely frozen. Oh, great. I tell you what, Richard is frozen.
But I'm here.
Ms. Kramer is here. So let's do Ms. Kramer's plea while Richard becomes unfrozen. Ms. Kramer, your client is
Jaron Sanchez, Judge.
Jaron Sanchez. And I'm sure once I pull up the paperwork, he will become unfrozen. Can we get Jaron Sanchez?
It's right there.
Okay, Mr. Sanchez, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Is your name Jaron Sanchez?
Yeah.
Are you the same Jaron Sanchez who in this cause number 722-407, who's charged with the offense of indecent exposure? Is that you?
Yes. Yes.
This case is a class B misdemeanor. It's possible in your case you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes.
Sir, do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking now on my screen at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Sir, I have neither yes or no. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Please make it loud and clear so it can be written down by the court reporter. I'm now looking at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights, and you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yeah.
And did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes. Yeah.
And do you understand it?
Yep.
Are you a citizen of this country?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you've signed it. And when you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal in the future. Do you understand that, sir?
Yep.
Okay. So then, to the offense of indecent exposure, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
Yes.
You understand that? Has anybody forced you to do this?
No.
Besides a plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yeah.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite the plea bargain if there is?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 30 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
That's your understanding of the plea bargain, Ms. Kramer?
Judge, yes, but I do want to put something on the record. We can do it at the end.
Oh, you do it now, please.
Okay. Judge, from the minute I got appointed on this case, and I probably will ask for a transcription of this record, I think this case is absolutely a bad case for the state. I was not able to get anybody from the state to dismiss this case. I did, and he is apparently not eligible, Mr. Sanchez, for a PR bond as he's got some prior issues. I did speak at length with Mr. Sanchez, and he's got a prior conviction for indecent exposure. This sets him up as a conviction for 10 years of sex registration. I explained to him how that works. I basically told him if I could possibly get him into the main court, I might be able to get one of those prosecutors to dismiss. I then asked one of those prosecutors for deferred. He said he does not want deferred. If I got him deferred based on the 62.0055F of the Texas Penal Code, he wouldn't have to register. If I got him deferred on this one, even with that prior conviction, he said no, he does not want to do with any of this. This is completely against my advice. I know he wants out of jail, but that's where we're at. And in case, down the way when he gets fought for failing to register as a sex offender, I want to make sure that I made it clear that this is not what I advised him to do.
Okay, you understand that, Mr. Sanchez? You take it, you're doing this plea in direct contradiction to your lawyer's advice, and you still want to do the plea. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then as long as you're fully aware of what's going on, then the court, sir, haven't accepted your plea of no contest. On that plea, the court finds you guilty. I do follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 30 days in the Bexar County Jail. I give you credit for time served, time and money run current. The judgment satisfied. And you fully understand that you're probably going to have to register as a sex offender now. You understand that?
Yeah.
All right. And if you don't, you'll be going to jail. All right. So let's see. Good luck to you, sir. You
Thank
should
you,
be
Judge.
released sometime today. Good luck to you. And Karen, thank you. Appreciate it.
Merry Christmas, Judge. And Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy
And
New Year.
Richard, I'm sorry that while you were frozen, Suzanne Kramer just jumped into your spot like that, like in a flash.
No worries, Judge.
uh,
My Wi-Fi went.
we were talking about their case and the fact that your client was offered deferred, didn't want to take deferred, and I was talking to the DA at the same time. Does the DA have a problem with me doing straight time on this?
The DA's office was inclined to offer probation in order to offer mental health help for the defendant while she's on community supervision. And I think that's the reason why we offered the deferred versus the JSAT. But
Okay. I have a person that wants to plead guilty, for time served. And if I have a person in front of me that doesn't want to do deferred, I think it's a waste of time to put them on deferred if they're immediately going to violate the deferred. And that's what that sounds to me is what's going to happen here. So are you prepared to go on just straight time plea, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Okay. Desiree Casillas, please.
Yes.
Oh, let me look for, okay, there she is. Mr. Garcia. Yo. Can we adjust the camera so I'm not seeing the top of her forehead? There you go. Ms. Garcia, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony that you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Garcia. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay, is your name Desiree Casillas? Do you see the screen, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay, is your name Desiree Casillas?
yes,
Are you the same Desiree Casillas who in this cause number 722-335, who's charged with the offense of assault causing bodily injury, a family violence case? Is that you?
yes,
This case is a Class A misdemeanor. It's possible in your case that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case, ma'am?
yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plead by Video that you signed. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document that's entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes,
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes,
Are you a citizen of this country?
yes,
I'm now looking at a document entitled A Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. Is this a plea bargain or not, Ms. Mitchell?
I suppose we're going open to the court. Is that
Yeah,
what-
I guess so. It's not a plea bargain case, so the defendant has a right to appeal. All right, you've signed this document, ma'am. And when you signed this document, you told me that you understand that this is not a plea bargain case and the defendant has a right to appeal. And it also means I can do whatever I want in terms of sentencing if you want to proceed forward with any kind of plea in this case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then, to the offense of assault causing bodily injury, a family violence case, how do you plead, ma'am? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest?
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
Correct.
Do you understand? Okay.
Yes.
Anybody force you to enter this plea?
No,
Anybody promise you anything?
no.
No one's promised you anything, right? Are you entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes.
Okay. There is no plea bargain. What's the state's recommendation?
The state's recommendation is for a $500 fine, court costs for the fine to be fully probated, 14 months of deferred adjudication, $100 to the battered women's shelter, an affirmative finding of family violence, a mental health evaluation, and follow the recommendations, a TAP evaluation and follow the recommendations, 36 hours of community service, and a no harmful or injurious contact with Sylvia, spelled Sylvia, Casillas, spelled Casillas.
And what's the defense recommendation?
Judge, we're asking that you give her credit for the time that she has been in Bexar County Jail. She has 26 actual days. So we're asking that the time and money run concurrent and that the judgment be satisfied.
Ms. Casillas, I've been told that you don't want to do the deferred, you don't want to go on probation. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, then I'm going to follow the defense, and I'm doing this because I don't want to put anyone on probation that doesn't want to do the probation. Do you understand, though, if you were to successfully have done this deferred, you would have been able to say you were never convicted of the crime, but now you're going to have a final conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
And you still want to do this, right?
Yes.
Okay, the court having heard you plead no contest. On that plea, the court finds you guilty. I'm going to follow the defense recommendation. I'm going to sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs, 26 days in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for time served, time and money run current, judgment is satisfied. I am making an affirmative finding of family violence. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Richard, thank you for taking care of this. And Happy New Year to you, Richard. All right.
Likewise, Judge. Happy New Year. Good seeing you.
Richard,
Yes, ma'am.
I got my new iPad.
Oh, when I get back, I'll give you a lesson.
Okay.
Congratulations.
For joining the 21st century, Brenda.
Hey, iPad, this is like my fourth iPad. So I'm already in it. I'm in it. But
Good.
he's got his whole practice on his iPad, and he's gonna teach me how to do
The
that.
guy's incredible. And he travels around the world too at the same time. You know,
That's right.
With my office in hand.
Okay, now what's next? Monica, I'm sorry to wake you up. I really am. Is Monica getting it next or not? What's going on?
I haven't been able to go to breakout room yet.
Oh man.
Gil, what
we
can
have-
I put her,
Can we put her in a breakout room or?
Who's that?
Guadalupe Morales,
Oh, wherever you want.
1.
Sounds good. When it is. Morales.
Okay, and can we put Brenda in a breakout room?
She's already been
We're
judged.
done. We're ready to go.
So who's your client then, Brenda?
Her name is Savannah
Savannah.
Gurley.
And by the way, is Brenda cutting line? I mean, is it okay to do Brenda next?
I can wait. If it's
Well, hold on. I just want to make sure. I don't know who's next, really.
Yeah, she's next.
Okay, you're next. So then, and your client is
Savannah Durley.
Savannah. Okay. I've got her paperwork on my screen. Mr. Early, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
I need a verbal answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Put your hand down. Mr. Early, I'm going to ask you to please speak up louder. We have a court reporter that needs to write down everything you're saying, okay?
Okay.
All right. Is your name Savannah Durley?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Durley, do you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you the same Savannah Durley who isn't going to be good enough? You got to do a yes or no. All right. Sorry to be technical with you. Okay. Are you the same Savannah Durley who in cause number 721-168 who is charged with the offense of criminal trespass of property? Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. This case is a Class B misdemeanor. And it's possible in this case that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm looking now at a document on my screen that is entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you have signed. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes.
And did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes.
I'm now looking on my screen at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you've signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal in this case. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass of property, how do you plead? Guilty,
No contest.
not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Has anybody forced you to do this?
No.
Besides any kind of plea bargain, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No.
Are you entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 14 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Ms. Levenstein?
Yes.
You agree to this, Mr. Early?
Yes.
And Mr. Early, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court does find you guilty. I followed the plea bargain. I sent you to a $0 fine plus court costs, 14 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. If this is the only case holding you, then you should be released sometime today, okay? Can't
Okay.
tell you exactly when that'll be, but it'll be sometime today. Happy New Year. Good
Yes.
luck to you. And Happy New Year to you, Brenda. Thank you for helping us
you.
out today.
Sure. Happy New Year.
Good seeing you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Judge, on Leslie's case,
No.
Okay,
on Stephen Martinez,
correct.
he wants me to send this back to County Court 7. There was no agreement.
No agreement. Okay. Then Les, you can be excused if you're still here. If not,
No, sir, he left.
how rude. Okay.
So we only
Uh,
have Monica Guerrero, that's all. That's it.
And we have
Everyone's here
Monica
for the
left.
bonds.
Okay. Let me see. That's going to be Guadalupe Morales. I'm not seeing any paperwork on Guadalupe Morales. Is she still in the breakout room with her? Yes, she is. Okay, so while she's still in the breakout room, can I go with the docket with the pretrial?
Maria?
Yes,
Maria, can I go over the docket with you?
yes.
First of all, with the misdemeanors,
Okay,
1 through 10, released on bond or not handled. Is that correct?
correct.
11,
It should be there,
12, and 13, released on bond.
correct.
What about 14?
14 should be there,
15 through 22, released on bond.
correct.
And 23,
She refused,
refused.
correct.
Okay. And looking at the felonies, 1 through 9, either not handled or released on bond, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What about 10?
10 should be there,
Okay. Put the page here. 11 through 13 are released on bond or not handled, correct?
correct.
What about 14?
Should be there,
15 through 19 are either not handled or released on bond. Is that correct?
mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do we have the attorney of the day, Elizabeth Russell, in the meeting yet? Or Adam LaHood? Which one can we do?
Your Honor, I'm here this morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Mr. LaHood, I'm going to do your felony bonds while we're waiting. I have a plea that we may have to interrupt your felony things